Now let's take you back to our top story today, which is that the former Prime Minister of Bangladesh, Sheikh Hasina, has been sentenced to death for crimes against humanity. Sheikh Hasina found guilty of ordering security forces to kill protesters last year. Now, she is in exile in India, and we've heard from the Indian government in the last couple of minutes saying that they have noted the verdict against Bangladesh's former Prime Minister. And as a close neighbour, India remains committed to the best interests of the people of Bangladesh, will always engage constructively with all stakeholders to that end. So not quite clear what India is intending in terms of handing over Sheikh Hasina. Let's talk to Professor Laila Yasmin, who's from the Department of International Relations at the University of Dhaka. First of all, I mean, on this verdict, a death sentence for crimes against humanity, are you surprised by that sentence?
Actually not, because it was expected, the kind of charges that were brought against her and the kind of proofs that were placed in the court, and that we have seen from UN Human Rights Commission report, some of the evidences actually were correct, and her voice records and all of this matched. I think people were expecting this.
What happens now, though, do you think? I mean, she's in exile. There is an extradition treaty. India says we remain committed to the best interests of the people of Bangladesh. How do we translate that? Are they going to hand her over?
I do not think so. Coming from international relations background, I think India wouldn't want to hand her over, because this will displace trust on India by its friends and its neighbors who are supported by Indian political establishment. And Sheikh Hasina has a deep trust and faith. And I think just yesterday or a day before, her son also said that my mother is being protected by Indian establishment. So I think it is rather a political move by providing an initial statement. I think they will take time to review, and I do not think this will happen eventually.
Sheikh Hasina has rejected the allegations, saying they're politically motivated. Do you think any of her arguments hold water?
Unfortunately, I do not think so. I mean, it is still fresh in our memory, the things that happened just a year ago. And we remember that a mother lost her child, a young boy lost his eye or his leg. And then a child died in a mother's, sort of lap. And this happened when she was inside her house, which is supposed to be a safe place. And there were, sort of helicopters used to kill innocent students and other protesters. So I think it is expected that she will always argue that it was biased, it was politically motivated or ill-motivated, but I do not think that is the case here. It is something just happened just a year and a half back, and we still reliving that memories for the July martyr families. This is something that is non-negotiable.
All right, thank you so much, Professor Laila Yasmin from University of Dhaka, on that news that the former Prime Minister of Bangladesh has been sentenced to death.